Hey, what's up, people? What's going on? Yo, this is episode 0 for KSpot podcast. Oh man, I don't even know how to start this. But anyway, I will just get to it. Welcome to episode 0 here at KSpot podcast. This is my first time doing this, but I'm really excited about the journey. Really excited about the journey ahead. You know, you never know what's gonna happen when you start out. You don't know. So this is my first one, and I know it's gonna be a long way. And I promised myself to stick to it, really. So I'm really excited about that. I go by the names of Francis Kavuma, aka Case, aka Geeklex. You have to have like different names. I know from school they gave me that name, Case. So I was like, why is not? I mean, it's a better thing to call my podcast the KSpot. It's not like K, it's like K in cap as in K as in key, and then it's part. But okay, my name is Case. It's KAIS. So this is my podcast, where I look forward to sharing and interacting with all of you friends I've never met. My friends I've met before. The friends of my friends and the friends of my friends' friends, the people I've never met. But I know by the time we get into like a month or 2 or 3 into listening to each other, I'm pretty sure we will be knowing each other very well. So honestly, I always wanted to create a platform that I can use to share like my life experiences, and interacting with the world, to stimulate growth. Something like that. I always wanted to pull my voice out to say everything, because I'm a strong believer. Someone somewhere can maybe hear anything from whatever my life experience or what I'm talking about, and could help them about a thing or two. I don't know. So for me, that's all what I want. Actually, I wanted to do something, to talk to the world, find a way to stimulate growth. And I think this podcast is the best thing that I thought, and this is the right time where we need each other and we need to uplift ourselves. So this is like this. I think sharing and interacting is the best thing right now for me. So that's why I decided on this podcast. We'll be joined by different, friends of mine with experiences in different fields as we go along. As the journey keeps on going, getting better. So this is what I'm looking at, or this is what I'm thinking that's going to happen. Most of the times you learn from some people's experiences. Actually, it's not about learning, but if you hear my story may not, interest you or excite you to move yourself, or then my friend's story can help you to, can cause that spark you're looking for, and that's how life it is, man. This is the life we're living in. It's just like you hear from different ideas. So that's why I decided, like I'm saying, that later on as we're going, I'll be, having my friends and come here. We share and talk about things in different, arenas of life, and But in the meanwhile, I'll be talking about issues across the board. I mean, talking about what entrepreneurship, or talking about advertising. And by the way, this is my favorite field. I have to to have this side note out. This is my favorite field in advertising. We will be talking about the current state of the world. We'll be discussing economics. The world is we're on a rough patch of it. If it's a roller coaster right now, we're on that deep. Or we're on that point where you're facing head down. At that point of the roller coaster. It's a rough patch of the journey. But anyway, so we'll be talking about all that. We'll be discussing economics but all of this, we can't do all of this. It's not going to be a lecture or something to, just talking blah, 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 shooting non-stop. So we're going to have to put in some entertainment in it, It's from all kinds of, from across the globe. If it's maybe from the United States, we can get entertainment for anything to amuse us. From the United States, maybe from Europe, actually where I'm based at right now. Just let me tell you this: where I'm reaching you live from, the great ancient city of Athens, Greece. If you've been to this place, I don't know. That we'll get into that later on, actually, because that is an episode of its own, right there. I'm telling you, that's an episode of its own. So, I'm in Athens, actually, and maybe we can get information and entertainment from the motherland. Africa. It's everywhere. It's around us. So, I'll make sure. I'll bring you up to bring you things that catch my eye and ears that I would think to be worthy sharing with you. You have me having a take on issues, having my take on issues. I'll do that so that you can hear my opinion. This is a free podcast where I'm not limited to do anything, or we're not limited for what we discuss and who we talk about it. So that means we can talk about anything we want anytime. So there's no censoring ourselves in things we're going to be saying. So we can talk about everything. And it's a good thing for me or for anybody out there. You have to have an opinion, man. You have to have a stand in most of the things. You have to know that you can talk about. You have to take a position. Actually, that's the thing. You have to always have a position on the issues of what is going on here, left and right. Now, here's the thing. As I told you, this is I would say I call it episode 0 because I haven't started counting. This is the introduction. So I don't want to make this first episode long, as I know. I'm sure it's pretty average. It's pretty average, but as it is for everything that is in the beginning stage, as in quality-wise, it's filled with the eyes and countless pauses, just like this one. Just like that one. But that's the nobility in talking freely, and you don't have to worry about scripting things. You talk from the heart. That's what it's called, talking from the heart. I embrace that, really. But I promise you, it will get better as we go along. It's now or never. Most of the time, some things, if you keep on pushing them off, like, oh, I'll do it later, I'll wait to be perfect, I'll wait to get, I'll take some maybe speech lessons, how to speak on the microphone, how to speak on, those. If you wait for that, sometimes you may just not do it at all. That's the problem. So that's why I decided, like, if I'm good, whether I'm good on the microphone or not, it's my first time, as I said. And the excitement and, obsession just pushed me here. That's all. It's like, man, I'm doing it. I don't care if I'm good or not. I'm talking to people whom I believe they know, and they're human beings, and in human species we evolve, we grow, and you can't grow without any mistake. This is what I think. So it was now or never for me, so that's why I jumped on the mic right away, and it's like, let's do it. Let me share with my friends, let me share with my people right off, they go. With that, so that's why I decided, like, before I start counting my episodes, like, to say that this is episode 1 or what, I call this episode 0 for that reason. I want, an episode to let out all the rambling out of the way, so that I can prepare for the journey to take off, so that I can start counting. I'm not saying it's gonna be perfect, like the next ones, like they're gonna be like hands down perfect, but what I'm saying is, this one is like to, what they call the prep talks, like this one to take me, to prepare me for the next one. So I had to make one to prepare us. So I'll be updating you about the platforms, the social media platforms actually, and how we'll be interacting, which one we'll be using, will be Twitter, or we'll be using what, Facebook, or we'll be using Instagram. I mean, any way to stay in touch, but now what is very, very important here is you need to, when you subscribe on the podcast, that's where the nobility begins from. That's where you join the group, the community. You subscribe and you like the content, and they have enough to that, you don't be selfish. Then you tell your friend to subscribe, and the friend tells their friend as well to subscribe. When they subscribe, that means our community is growing really well. And when our community is growing, that means we're going to be having lots of different minds and ideas to share amongst each other, which propels growth, which is the main goal for this, podcast, growth and uplifting. So do subscribe on the podcast, and so that you can be kept up to date for every new episode. And I'll be, as of now, we are on Anchor, so you can find my podcast KSpot. You can subscribe to it. It'll be on iTunes as well, and Spotify, everywhere it's gonna be there. And so all you need to do is to stay in touch. When you subscribe to the podcast, you're just well assured of getting information firsthand. The episodes won't be lengthy, I'll try to make them lengthy size, but I don't want to make an episode for 2-3 hours unless in specific situations, maybe we have a guest or something, but I'll make sure, because I want to make something that is easy to listen to. Maybe you're on a bus ride to your work, or you're in a subway, you need something to keep you company as you go in. You're having a lazy day at home. You need somebody to to listen to something. That's why I want to make it a bit not so lengthy to be a bit bulky for you to listen to. So I want to keep it a bit short, in the range of like 15 20 minutes, something like that. So this is what I look forward to. But you never know. You give me your ideas how long you want these to be. It's all about you, what you choose. So I'll update you with our social media platforms in order to to hit me up in any time in the DMs. This is it for now. This is it for this episode. I mean, all I got to say is welcome to KSpot. Welcome to KSpot podcast. Looking forward to enjoying the ride and hearing, and having fun with all of you. Thank you. KS out.